April, thank you. We want to wrap up Breast Cancer Awareness Month with one local woman's very hopeful story. Her cancer diagnosis came at a time when her whole life felt still ahead of her, and she realized that breast cancer could take more than a woman's hair, more than her breasts. It can take away her options to become a mother unless she takes action.
It's us, and we're doing it, and we're excited. It's happening.
Brittany and Mark DeBoer are expecting twins. Baby boy number 1 and baby boy number 2 are due in January. These high school sweethearts doubly blessed as they start their family, and especially grateful because of what they've already been through. In 2016, Brittany was diagnosed with an aggressive breast cancer. She was just 29 years old.
There are things that he shouldn't have to do as a husband, that he had to do. So I think that was hard, but we made it through on the other side, and he was there at every doctor's appointment, every checkup since then he's been at, so beyond supportive.
Before they began the battle to rid Brittany of cancer, they were advised to pause and think of their future as a couple. Because if they wanted to become parents later on, they'd have to protect those options now.
He told us our options, and that chemo could put me into early menopause and we might not be able to have children. And it feels like you're almost frozen in time, but also you have to make these major life decisions within a matter of days. And so I think for us, we had the weekend basically to decide what we wanted to do.
The fertility preservation process for the stimulation of the ovaries and harvesting of eggs and cryopreservation of eggs or embryos generally takes about 2 weeks. And we always will coordinate this with the oncology team to make sure that we're not interfering with her treatment timeline.
Dr. Shane Lipskind, who treated Brittany, is the medical director for the Arizona Center for Fertility Studies. Once DeBoer was 2 years cancer-free, it was safe to transfer her 2 fertilized embryos, marking a new stage in their medical journey.
We finally get to go to the doctor for something fun. Like, we get to go for listening for heartbeats and seeing feet on a screen.
What we do see consistently is that these patients that take the time to do fertility preservation have less stress and anxiety about their future fertility, and they're happier overall with their cancer care. So to be able to offer that as an option to them as they're going through a very challenging time, and then to see it come full circle when they return and they are cancer-free and are able to have a child, it is just the most rewarding feeling out there.
She's so strong. She's been through so much. She is just a kind person, an amazing, selfless person. She's great with kids. I can't imagine doing it with anybody else. It's gonna be a tremendous mom.
Talk about a couple who has really tested every will that they have, and they deserve something to be so excited about ×2. By the way, Brittany and her friend Kim, who both opted to preserve their fertility before chemotherapy, wanted to make sure that other young women like them knew their options. So they started a local organization. It's YAS, Y-A-S, Young Advocacy and Support. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram and tap into their network of support and resources so that, you know, everybody out there who's dealing with the most terrifying declaration of their lives can remember to make plans for after if that's what's right for them.
Something to look forward to.
Yes.
And you know what, this is a lot of technology, but really it feels like a miracle, because when you're going through chemo and that poison and how you feel and how defeating it is, you don't feel like there's another side to it.
Right, and it's just incredible. So to see them celebrate, and it was a little hard to see, but in the picture where they were out at Lolo's with their, he said eating for 1 and she said eating for 3. And just, you know, the joy that they have and what they have to look forward to is
amazing.
remarkable.
Oh, thank them for sharing their story with us.